Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing excellent. I am here with the 500 subscriber giveaway winner, as well as the question and answer, the Q&A, fragrance Q&A that you guys provided for me. And right here in my hand, I have the questions written down with the answers, and we're going to jump straight on in. But before we do that, guys, I just want to tell you all, thank you so much for everyone who entered the giveaway, for all of those who followed the instructions and left me a question. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't even explain to you what it feels like to reach this milestone. So thank you so much, or really to cross it, because I'm over 500 subscribers. So that is all because of you, and I cannot thank you guys enough. All right, so to you all right now. So let's get started. This is going to be laid back. We just chit chat, I'm gonna cross my legs like I always do. But again, thank you. Let me start with these questions. I don't want this video to be too long. I only have I had to group them. I had more questions, but I think I wrote down 14, and some of them are two-part because I kind of grouped them together if they were similar questions, all right? So let's get started. First question comes from Naturopathic Obsessed Renee, and she wants to know what spikes my interest in a scent before I buy it. Okay, Renee. Basically with me, I am just like if I see great advertisement, like whether it's on television, whether it's in a magazine ad, whatever it is, I'm going to be interested anyway because I love fragrances. And when I see something new, whether it's new or old, if I see something that I haven't seen before, I'm definitely going to be interested. And what really gets me spending all my coins is when I see fragrance reviews on YouTube talking about a fragrance, hyping it up. Everywhere I turn, somebody's talking about a particular fragrance. So naturally, okay, I'm intrigued. So now I'm going on from Grantica and looking up notes. If the notes are similar to what I usually like and the bottle is beautiful, then I'm pretty much sold. And if I can go like to my local retail stores and sniff it, I'll do that. But if not, I will blind buy. I am the blind buy queen. All right, guys. So that's usually what gets me interested. All right, before I buy. So question number 2 comes from Maria Casado. If I'm not saying your name right, I apologize. Charge it to my head and not to my heart, please. And Corey B, I kind of grouped those together. Corey B, both want to know, what is my number 1 fragrance? And my number 1 fragrance, you guys already know. I probably don't even have to say it. Eccentric Molecules Eccentric 02. That's my absolute favorite fragrances. You're going to hear about it throughout this whole Q&A on all my videos. I usually talk about it, so sorry, but that's what it is. All right, question number 3, 007 CR Davis wants to know, what part of Mississippi am I from? Well, I actually live in the big city of Macomb. That's where I reside. But I'm not in the actual city. I'm in the outskirts of it, but Macomb is my city. All right, question number 4. Keeping Up Chula Morales wants to know, what camera do I use? Well, I actually use my iPhone XR to do all my recording. That's the only thing I've used since I started my channel. And part 2 of that is what pushed me to start my YouTube channel. Okay, what pushed me is just, I just have an intense love for fragrances. I love fragrances. I've been obsessed with fragrances forever, and I hate to use the word obsessed, but hey, I think it is an obsession at this point. I hate to say it that way, but it is. I love fragrances. I love anything scent related. Like, I just love smelling good. I love smelling, people around me. I love wondering what people have on. So, and I also love YouTube. I've been watching YouTube since YouTube was a thing. Like, I would be on YouTube looking up people's perfume videos, watching their hauls, watching their collection, like anything fragrance related, I was on it. I mean, going back from year to year to year. And I just, because I love fragrances, because I had a huge collection, thank God. It's a lot smaller than it used to be, but I had a huge collection. And I was just like, you know what? You might as well go in there and talk about your fragrances. I just didn't do it. I was too afraid to do it. The cowardly lion or whatever. But I finally decided, to go ahead and do it. But that's what pushed me. Just my, love for YouTube and my intense love for fragrances. I just finally went on and said, hey, you can go on here and do the same thing. All right, question number 5 comes from Joyous, and I also grouped it with Kinky Naughty. Hi, girls. How long have I been collecting? Well, I have actually been collecting, I believe, since I was maybe 12 or 13. So I'm about to be 40 next week. So that's about 27, maybe 27, 28 years. I'm thinking that I have been collecting. And also, Joyce wants to know what started me collecting fragrances. And I'm going to have to say it's my mom. Like, it's her fault. I blame her. Because when I was a little girl, like probably around 6 or 7, you know, I've always been like a tomboy. I always wanted to climb trees, play football, just make booby traps and crazy stuff like that. But I always remember coming in the house and going in my mom's room, and her dresser was full of fragrances. She had all types of fragrances, but what I remember the most was her Avon collection. And I don't know how many of y'all remember Avon. If you had Avon growing up, or if you have it even now, comment below and tell me what you had or what you have. Because Avon was our life back then. And I remember she would have all these different fragrances. She had stuff like Night Magic. Y'all remember that? Imari, Candid, Odyssey, you know, Far Away. I like all these different fragrances. I don't know at what age, but just growing up. I remember just her having like those Skin So Soft, all the bubble baths, the jar creams, the deodorants, like everything. 24 hours, like the roll-on wet deodorant. Anyway, so she had all of these fragrances, and I love to dibble and dabble. Like, even though I was like tomboyish, I knew deep down inside I was girly, because that brought me so much joy. And just sitting there and sniffing and spraying and rubbing creams and smelling all these different scents really just put me in a whole different place. Like, I loved it. So as I got older, I remember she would bring me those little Avon books, and she brought it to me the first time I ever got a chance to order. And she was like, here, find you something in this book to order. This is your limit. And she would give me a limit and say, well, go through the book and just mark your name by what you want, and I'm going to have her order it. The Avon lady, that's what we called her. She never had a name. She was just the Avon lady. So she would give us the book, me and my sister, and we could just mark in what we wanted. And as long as we kept within that limit, honey, we could order. And I would like light up like Christmas. Like, I would be like, I'm getting an order something. I feel like I was just on top of the world, okay? It was Christmas for me. So that right there is when I started collecting my fragrances at that age. And like I said, that was probably about 12 or 13. All right, next question is question number 6. Ciara Harmon wants to know, how many fragrances do I own? Okay, well, as far as full bottles, I know I have probably about 210, maybe about 200, 210 full bottles. Mini bottles, I probably have about 25 mini bottles. Decants and samples, probably about 200. Travel sprays, probably a little bit over 100. Body sprays and mist, and like the lotion sets, probably about 50 sets. And like the body oil spray, like the spray body oil, is probably about 75. Okay, question number 7. Michelle Davis wants to know what fragrances started it all. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to, this is the only fragrance I'm gonna show. No, I'm not gonna show. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, what started it all for me was definitely Avon. It was Far Away, and I have it in my daughter's room. I should have went and grabbed it, but it was Far Away from Avon, because when I first ordered my first perfume, I ordered Far Away, and I promise you that scent was everything. Okay, it was everything. And I remember the first time I like wore it to my best friend's house. She was like, what you wearing? And I was like, Far Away from Avon. She was like, do you mind if I ordered? And I was like, girl, no. When I'm sitting here thinking in my head, we're best friends. Like, we're supposed to smell alike anyway. So she ended up ordering it. And it was a lot of people ordering that fragrance because it smelled so good. Like, I felt like at that time I was putting people on, honey, because Far Away was the truth. And what's funny is that my daughter, I think my mom let her order years ago when she was in high school, when she's out, you know, about to graduate college, but she was in high school, and she ordered Avon's Far Away, and she fell in love with it, and she wore it for like 2 to 3 years. So it's funny because it's like it went down the chain. All right, So, another part of that question from Michelle is, what perfumes blew me away? Well, I've had several. I can't even list them all, but I've named Essential Molecules 02. I love that one, of course. Molecule 01 blew me away. La Vie Belle blew me away. Alien, when I first smelled that, I was like, oh, it blew me away. Baccarat Rouge 540. That was not a love at first sniff. I enjoyed it at first sniff, but love at first sniff, no. But when I started wearing it, I was like obsessed. It blew me away after the fact. And Creed Royal Princess. Whew. Those right there, along with several others, they just kind of knocked me out my socks, girl. You know, I was loving them. All right, so question number 8 comes from Lovely Lady K, and she wants to know, if I could keep only one fragrance from my collection, which one would it be? This is the one I was going to show you guys. The only one I'm going to show, Essential Go To. And she wants to know, why would this be the only fragrance that I keep? Okay, y'all, this is pure nostalgia for me at this point. Like, I wear it, of course, now, but y'all, this fragrance for me symbolizes success. Okay, it just does. When I first was introduced to this, and I told that story before in my other videos, my sister-in-law's friend was wearing it, and y'all, at that time, like I said, I was nursing, had been travel nursing for about 5 years. Yes, I have a house we've purchased. Yes, I had my career. My husband had his career. We were just, you know, feeling like we were kind of like getting it together, you know. But they were already established, you know. So I remember going to Dallas, because we made several trips to Dallas every year. And when we went to Dallas, her and her husband, they were just established, and they just, you know, driving up into their really nice gated community. Her home was just immaculate, guys. Like, it was so beautiful. And like, her friend just picking her up. I remember, like I said, we picked her up. She's coming from a nice home, gets in the car, like, bam, in my face. Like, she's smelling like a whole bag of money. No, 2 bags of money. And I'm just like, at this time, like, it's just, you know, it just makes me feel like, you know what? The sky's the limit. People are doing it big. Like, people are doing it big, and you can do it big too. And I'm like, even though I feel like, you know, we were on, they were on, and that's how I felt. And I'm like, that made me realize, like, everybody can get a piece of the pie if you work hard, if you know, do what's right. And I remember just going shopping, and this fragrance just, you know, wrapping me up like the whole day. Going out to nice dinners, you know, just everything that just in your mind, you know, especially when you're like new in the game, everything just like, man, this is how people living. Like, this is all right with me. And just looking at yourself like, girl, you done made it, and you headed in this direction to do whatever. You can have whatever. That's just what this does for me. And at the time, it was like maybe 2009. That was the same time I think Drake had made that song with Trey Songz, Successful. So that song is always stuck in my head. So when I hear Successful, I think about this fragrance. When I think about just living the good life, like, girl, living a good life and just being around like achievers, rich in the sky, living life, rich money, it's just sent for me. And it will always be in my spread, because it gives me happy vibes. So anytime I want to feel put together, rich, like life is just good, that's going to always and forever be my fragrance. All right, guys. So, great. That was a really good question for me. All right, number 9, T, That's Me, wants to know, what is my favorite summer fragrance? And that is none other than Hermes's Unjordan Mediterranean. All right, question number 10. I'm going to have to keep it moving because I'm getting too long. Number 10, Michelle Johnson wants to know, what fragrances alter my mood when I sniff them? She wants to know from good to bad, bad to good. So, from bad to good, like, anytime I come in my room, I'm going to automatically sniff Hermes Mediterranean. I don't know why, that scent, I have to sniff it. It just makes me happy. It just does. Also, Creed Royal Princess. Ooh, it just makes me feel powerful. I don't know, when I sniff it, I feel like, you know, you're a boss babe. Okay, it does that for me. A lot of people think it's masculine, but I just see it as just like a strong, powerful woman. I don't know. That's what I get. Mungurlun, comforting. I just want to sniff it. It makes me happy. Makes me feel comforted, safe. C. Fiore does that. Idol, MFK, a la Rose, the low version. All of those make me happy. They make me happy. Molecular 1 and Essential 2, like I said, they make me feel successful. They make me feel rich. I just feel rich. Okay, now part 2, she wants to know what makes me go from good to bad. I don't think it's a fragrance that does that for me. There's some that I just don't like, and I might toot my nose up like, ugh, that's not for me. But then I don't have any bad memories associated with fragrances to where they change my mood. Or, you know, usually my fragrances are something that's uplifting to me. I don't really have any bad memories, thank God, associated with any fragrances. All right, question number, I think this is 11. Shayna Mob. I think that's how, Shayna Mob, she wants to know, what is your favorite fragrance house? I don't actually have a favorite, I don't believe, but I have a lot that are like favorites. Hermes, MFK, Creed, House of Sillage, Bun Number 9, Lancome, and Jo Malone are like some of my favorites right now. All right, question number 12 is a two-part question as well. China Robinson wants to know, what type of fragrances do I like? Well, Miss LaChina, I like all fragrances, girl. I like gourmands, fruity florals, chypres, aquatics. I like orientals, anything spicy, woody. If it smells good on me, then I'm all for it. I don't have no fragrances from no particular category that I don't like, unless it just don't work for me. But it's something from each category that I can say I love. So I'm just one of them type of people. It don't matter if it's an eau de perfume, toilette. It could be $5, $500. If it smells good on me, I'm all for it. Okay, and she wants to know my top 3 fragrances as well. That is Essential Molecules 01, Essential Go 2, and Hermes Twilly. All right, question number 13. Shanae B wants to know what got me interested in fragrances. Well, again, it was my mom and my mom's love and actually having the collection around me that got me intrigued and interested in fragrances. All right, and the last and final question is coming from Ashley Savage. And she wants to know, what are 2 designer and 2 niche perfumes that I would tell someone who's just entering the perfume game to purchase? And okay, this is a really good question. If I was telling someone who was just getting in the perfume game 2 designer scents that I think would be, a good pick for them, I would definitely say Light Blue Intense and Mungurlun. And the reason why I picked those 2 is, first of all, to me, a man or a woman could wear them. Light Blue Intense as well as Mungurlun, both to me are like year-round scents. I can wear them in any season and they smell good to me. I can wear them day, I can wear them at night, I can wear them on the weekends, going out. I can wear them dressed up, dressed down. They're just all around scents to me that smell really good. And then you're getting like 2 different, like you're getting the citrus, the fresh, clean, and citrusy scent. And then you're getting Mungurlun. To me, it's a tad bit gourmandish, and it's also just like a oriental, type of almost woody scent. So you're getting 2 different types of fragrances. Now, as far as the 2 niche scents, I would definitely go with Molecule 01. If I could only do one, it would be Molecule 01. That is, to me, is just an all-around scent. Like I said, unisex. Men and women can rock these scents. They're year-round again. But all these scents to me are year-round. Like I said, dress up, dress down. And the other one would be Baccarat Rouge 540 because it's just bomb too. So those, to me, if you had those 4 scents in your collection, I think you would be good. Alrighty, guys, and that was my last question. So thank you guys for everyone who entered the giveaway. Again, thank you for the questions that I received. And now for the giveaway winner, okay? Drum roll, please. I'm gonna do my own drum roll. The winner of the 500 subscriber giveaway is Mrs. Lovely Lady K. She is the winner of the giveaway. Thank you so much again for entering. I hate that I couldn't let everybody win. Like, I wish I had it like that. I wish I could send you all out something because you all deserve something. But make sure y'all keep tuning in because it's the first of many giveaways. Definitely not my last one. And Also, Miss Lovely Lady K, you need to make sure that you inbox me or message me on Instagram, or you can leave me an email with your shipping address, and I'm going to get that sent out to you today. If you get it to me today, I'm going to get it. Whenever you send it to me, I'm going to get it headed to the post office, okay? If I can, if it's enough time. So make sure that you do that. And again, thank you to everyone. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. I can't thank you guys enough. And I am going to leave it here. Until the next time, guys, we're going to see each other again. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe, be blessed. I love you all dearly, and take care. Congrats again, girl. Bye, y'all.